Hey KC, welcome to Feel Good Fridays with the KC Connector. I'm your host, Brianna Blocker, but you can call me Bree, your favorite local realtor at Kansas City Realty and Community Relations Specialist at Literacy KC. So every Friday, I'm here with feel good stories, local insights, and tips to help you connect with the best people and places in Kansas City. But I guess today, I should say, in Missouri. So today's guest is from my hometown, St. Louis, and is someone who truly embodies leadership through action. So I'm joined by Kareem Bey, my big bro, head of the Hoyas basketball team in St. Louis, and a mentor who's using sports as a bridge to build character, discipline, and opportunity for young men. So Kareem and his partner, Coach Wiley, are now taking that mission even further with the launch of their organization, B.A.M, By Any Means Academy, a nonprofit founded in 2020 and is on a mission to uplift and empower at-risk youth, especially young men from 5th to ninth grade, reaching, teaching, and loving the next generation of leaders by any means necessary. So, we're going to talk about this journey, how basketball became his classroom for life lessons, and how By Any Means Academy is shaping the next generation of leaders both on and off the court. So, guys, I would love to hear from you personally. I kind of shared a little bit about you, but Kareem, Coach Wiley, tell us a little bit about who you guys are.
Man, we two young entrepreneurs, man. We share a love for basketball, and with that, we all come from the urban community, so we know the ills of our community. So, I mean, if you got a heart and the conscience, you kind of want to do more than just basketball. So,
Absolutely.
as a coach, you run into we run into all kind of issues with parents and kids' grades. So by default, you become like a mentor by default, even if you want to or not. If you want, I think it's more mentoring than really X's and O's. You know what I'm saying? So just by when I started coaching for basketball. But when I was coming up, and I'm an entrepreneur, I have a cleaning company as well, and hiring our people, you see a lot of ills. You see a lot of ills with our people, man. And even just starting a business, I was able to help a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? The same thing we doing with the By Any Means Academy and By Any Means Basketball. So it's just, but Kareem, man, I'm an entrepreneur. The By Any Means thing came up. Just we gonna win by any means necessary. Man. That's in short. So, that's in short.
I love that. What about you, Coach Wiley?
Well, I met up back with my brother Kareem doing our granny's passing or whatever, and he told me about coaching basketball. He said Friday nights it'd be a joy. Everybody be happy as pack stands, it'd be a whole crowd, all the kids there and stuff like that. Little did I know it'd be more dealing with the kids and dealing with the parents and helping them out and teaching them the right things to do and how to be a man and growing up. And I know it's tough and stuff like that, but just you got to strive through it and get just be educated about what's going on around the surroundings. So that's what we're here for, to bring up the young community, especially our young black men, things like that. So that's what I got in it for. So I'm just trying to make the best that I can out.
I love that, and I love everything that y'all just said. I feel like we're gonna definitely dive more into leadership and really the importance that black men the presence of black men in our youth. I think that's really important. But before we even dive into all of that, tell us what inspired the creation of BAM Academy. Like, where did it all begin? What made you think, oh, you know what, this is what our community in St. Louis needs?
Man, it started really. I wanted to get into coaching. I've always been like a natural leader. Me and you coming up. We natural leaders, and I wanted to do more. I didn't know how to go about it really. I knew I wanted to do like a big sister, big brother program. I knew I wanted to back to school drives and things like that. I just didn't know how to go about it really. So a cousin of mine, he was like, "Hey, man, you want to help me coach these kids basketball, fourth grade?" I'm like, "Ain't your son in fourth grade?" I'm like, "Yeah, I help. That's cool." So so I first just helping out, and he's like, "Man, I don't want to do this. No, I don't want to coach." Cause he didn't like the guy who ran the program. He's like, "I don't want to do this no more. You can coach, man. This seems like something you good at. You can do it. You good with kids and stuff." I'm like, "You told me the keys. You just gave me the keys, and it was so when I first started out, I didn't really. I was up under another guy. It was his organization. I was coming in. And, really didn't like how he ran it. Really, one thing I did like that he did. It was very. He's all about the community. You know, I liked it that he real engaging with the parents and things like that. That's something I could take with me. But initially, I wanted to stay with him. I was scared to take that leap of faith. And I was like, well, he can do it. I know I can do it. You know, I'm like, he can do it. I know I can do it. So I just started researching and the different leagues and everything like that, and how to get a facility. And one thing led to another, and the basketball program started, and put a lot of money into it initially, and it was slow at first. The first year was rough. It was rough the first year. It really picked up when Coach Wiley came on board, and that's when it just kind of just took off. You know, and the philanthropy part, that side is just like I said, just by default, just being in the community. Some kids, you know, of course, education. You see the education. You see the single parent households. You see the effect the single parent households. You know, him talk about that all the time. How it has on the youth, how it has on the boys. So just be like, man, we can do. I met the pastor. We practiced at the church, and one of the pastors, he just reached out to us, took a liking to us, and fixed the whole court for us. Like that's what I'm saying. And he introduced me to another pastor, and that pastor kind of taking me under his wing right now. And he get me active with like back to school drives. We partnered with that and food drives and different things like that. And our goal is by September, I just partnered with a company called APIS, and they help 501c3s just get off the ground and get 5 facilities and different things like that and funding. So we just partnered with them. My goal is to have the By Any Means Academy, the first facility, launched in September of next year.
Okay, that's amazing. Where did you like By Any Means Academy? That's such a powerful name. What does that phrase mean to you, like in the mission behind what you guys do? How did you come up with By Any Means?
Man, that came from my pops and my Uncle Spody, man. That came from them. They, coming up, just like by any means we gonna get it, by any means. And then my cousin Isaac kind of took that, and that was his favorite saying, by any means we gonna win, by any means. Whatever we gotta do, we gonna get it. And I always liked that name, and I just took it.
I love that.
Of course, my rest used it, but yeah, I liked it. I liked it. I love my. I could take that. It had a ring to it.
It kind of, I was listening to a podcast today, and this man was like, you gotta hate. He was just talking about like financial literacy and then just like breaking generational curses in order to gain generational wealth. And he was like, you have to almost love success as bad as you want to breathe in order to be successful, essentially. And by any means, that kind of sounds like that to me. It's like you're these kids, like, you got to get it however you got to get it. I mean, legally, but necessary. So, yeah. And did you have any thing to add to that, Coach Wiley?
Just like I said, brought up through the family and things like that. Phrase that we used to chant, you know, playing basketball, football, you know, running around on the bikes, you know, family reunions, things like that. We always used to chant that. So that was just a main thing, a phrase that we stuck by. And we wanted to bring to the community because, you know, by any means necessary, we got to succeed in this life. So I just want to make sure that everybody understands that. So that's what we bring it for.
Yeah, and you guys talked a little bit about like your dad and just like you wanted to be that mentor to that younger guy that is coming up in, like, we came from a single parent household. You know, I have a son now, and I'm raising him by myself. So I'm always looking like, how can I find a positive role in, you know, male influence that can, you know, contribute to his life in ways that I just can't as a mom. And so obviously academics and sports are just not the only thing that you guys are focused on. So why do you believe that emotional support is so crucial for the young men that you guys serve?
Emotional support, that's the foundation, really. That's the foundation. And what you see a lot of it in our urban communities is you see a lot of guys, a lot of kids are just emotionally, I'm trying to find a good word for it, like unavailable. Emotionally unavailable.
Emotional intelligence is not common.
You said what?
Emotional intelligence is not common.
No, it's not. You think it is, but it's not. Everybody. Everybody don't got that. Everybody ain't got that. It's really a skill set, really. But nah, man. As far as the emotional side, you just kind of see it. Some kids have mental problems. Some kids, parents gone all day working, so they not really getting raised. So you see they kind of behind a little bit as far as like they maturity or like how they moving as far as like you said with emotional. What you call it? You said
And mental, yeah.
with the emotional intelligence for their grade level. So you got to see things like that. I mean, we don't have no kids that eat though. Now some kids don't be having like we had a couple kids. Wiley did a great job. He the cool guy. So, he give out shoes and when he was doing that, like this man giving shoes to these kids and like this man really. I was blessed to have him as a partner, man. He was like, let's make it the shoes.
Yeah.
I mean, that just goes back to emotional intelligence and whatever. Just a lot of kids want to feel good, you know, it's about feeling good and being there. And all kids really want is somebody to be there for them. You know,
Absolutely.
you know, it's not about the gifts. It's like, oh, he's thinking of me.
He's thinking about me, huh?
Oh, he's on my. I mean, I ran across his mind. He's trying to help me out. He's trying to help my family out. He's trying to help my sister out. Things like that. You know, that's what I'm in it for. So, I mean, the shoes is $40, $50 don't matter, but it brings so much more. You know, to give it to the kids, stuff like that. You know,
They remember that stuff and they hold it to them because I think kids too. I think a lot of times they're not understood in a way that adults are because we think that they don't know. And I think kids know more than what we believe that they know. And so for them to see somebody show up for them in a way that they probably have never been shown up for it before, it speaks volumes to a kid because it does take hard. It's hard to trust people. And if if adult after adult has shown me that they can't be trustworthy, why would I trust you? You know, and you're not even family. So what is gonna set you apart from my dad who left, or you know what I mean, my mom who's out all day? And so it seems like the Big Brother mentorship program sounds amazing for you guys. So do you guys have any examples of maybe how that program has made a difference in a young man's life that you serve? Because you mentioned giving shoes, like. What is it that these guys can expect from B.A.M, from you guys?
Oh man, outside of shoes, like I know in the past we sleep over. Even I know it sound kind of like not cheap, but like cliche, like he sleep. I mean, coaches give sleepovers. But I learned like, I mean, one of my best players I had. Coach, we gonna go back to your house. When we going? Like, he be like one of my house. I'm like, okay. So that you start to see that, and it sounds cliche, dude, but the other stuff really matter more than basketball. I like this dude, like one of my house. Right. I ain't got no, but I guess it was everybody over there, the camaraderie, it's the brotherhood, you know.
Yep.
So now something about coming up when my dad was absent, something about a man just telling you it's gonna be okay, or just like Juan said, showing that you care. If you're missing that, you feel like, dang, you see somebody else with their dad. I remember I used to speak with their dads. My dad was in and out of jail, drugs and stuff. So I see like functional dads. I mean, I be a little salty, like, damn. I don't know how I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody to call on. And my dad will call me from jail. I get a whole new, like, I feel like a man, you know what I'm saying? Like, when he did point at me, it was like I can take over the world. So I'm important, man. We are, man. And I know a lot of black fathers, it ain't just black. It's in the European community as well, but fathers, I think sometimes we forget how important we really are. Because a lot of times, I ain't gonna say it's a woman's society. I ain't trying to start no beef. But I think, the Mother's Day, even like you see the Mother's Day and the Father's Day. Father's Day is just like, you know what I'm saying? Mother's Day, I got the whole shebang, so I think a lot of times fathers get overlooked. I do, but a lot of good women out there, they give us our credit. And not saying we do it for credit, but even credit sometimes, just a little credit, because they ain't about the money. Right. Somebody say, I appreciate you doing it. They go a long way. They keep us going, you know what I'm saying? People pouring the words into it. It ain't about the money. It's really just, it's the brotherhood and it's community. The most I'm proud of with the organization is we built the community. We built the family. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's the key word, community. It's so funny. I was just talking to my neighbor today, and I was telling somebody, I was like, my neighbor asked me to take her to the store, and they was like, your neighbor? You talk to your neighbor? And I was like, that's crazy, because Kareem, when we was growing up, we knew all of our neighbors.
All our neighbors.
It was like they had full range to whoop us if needed
Yeah,
be. So
yep.
it's like we don't have community no more. We don't have nobody that's gonna be like, nah, I know your daddy. You better. He ain't gonna appreciate that. And so I think you're wrong. Like it's not cliche. It's just like I was telling somebody I like the holidays, not because of the presents, but you know, Kareem, when we was growing up, Mama made us decorate the Christmas tree. Like it was mandatory. We decorate the Christmas tree. We wrapping gifts, even if it's some socks. Like we making hors d'oeuvres. Like it's the experience of it all. And if you don't have a father or a male figure in your home, you're right. I am going to love coming to Coach Wiley's house or Coach Kareem's house because that's where I'm getting that male influence. I'm tired of being with my sisters. I'm tired of being with my mama. You know what I'm saying? So, Coach Wiley, this is directed to you. It's directed to you too, Kareem. But do you all like? Do you have a personal story from your childhood about an adult male figure who's maybe helped shape the man you are today?
I mean, I would have a lot. I mean, you know, shout out to my dad. He did a lot for me, things like that. But he had a task of his own raising my older brother and older sister or whatever that been through the system. So, you know, he was with that, and I was with my mom or whatever. But I would say like my football coaches, you know, they did a lot for me. Looked out for me, told me like, you know, praised me when I was doing good. You know, let me know when I was doing bad, things like that. Other than that, I would say my friends, like who I grew up with, you know, they had a strong dad. Like had a buddy, Matt. He had a strong father figure. My buddy JB, he had a strong father figure. So it was always guys in the community, like as a whole, that looked out for me. It wasn't just one individual.
Yeah, yeah. And I think that's important. It's funny because kind of piggybacking off what we were just talking about, I am I'm basically about to be on a board for Big Brothers Big Sisters.
Oh,
And so when I was
that's what up.
yeah, so when
Clap it up. Look, look us here, man.
Right.
St. Louis connection, man.
flex, but I was at the board meeting a few weeks ago and it was so alarming, y'all. I'm not kidding. They put up real statistics and they said out of the whole Big Brothers Big Sisters organization, it's 70% black males, right? Black kids that need bigs. And guess on the other flip side of that, and 70% of them, yeah, like I said, are black kids. And a large portion of them, like 150 of them, are black males who do not have male bigs, black male bigs. On the flip side of that, when we were doing the graph of kids and the graph of adults, it's 70% white, Caucasian people being mentors to our little black kids. And I'm not saying like, okay, I'm not appreciative of the work that they do, but it is alarming when you have this large group of individuals that need a black mentor. They need to see black men doing it. They need to see black men out here in the field like, oh, I can do it too. Because a lot of times all it is lack of like influence. Like we just seeing white people do it, so we just think it's a white thing. If we see so many more black mentors, black leaders, black coaches, like black big brothers, black, you know, because like you said, we have all these kids that don't have that. Just imagine how greater our society would be. How many more kids we wouldn't have out here on the streets, you know what I'm saying, that's actually doing everything that they need to do. So I thought that was a little food for thought. It was kind of alarming to me. So I love to see the work that y'all are doing because it clearly needs to be done. So outside of just basketball, football, teaching discipline, like how have sports helped your students grow on and off the field?
Well, sports is a teacher, man.
Yeah.
It's a mirror in itself. We had a lot of success because and the biggest thing is like a lot of kids think, and I don't know if we was like this when we was younger. We probably was, but this even adults, instant gratification. You know, all they say it's not gonna come overnight. You got to work at it. And we got a couple success stories where it started ugly and they got better, they got better, and now they confident. The parents happy. It's because they see the kid evolving.
Right.
You know, I saw this kid. That's my baby. It made me feel good like that. 'Cause I remember a couple years ago that wasn't going on. He was struggling, but now he doing good at basketball. And his mama proud and. That same guy, he 4.0 student. And that's another thing. All our guys, I think last year we had a 3.0 cumulative GPA. We're going to go for the same thing this year, you know what I'm saying? We big on education. We big on education. 'Cause everybody not going to go play college ball. Some of them ain't going to play high school. So me and Juan big on stress education.
So do you guys feel like, what do you feel like the importance of sports is? Because I think we talked about this too before, Kareem. I know we grew up playing sports and it was really good. I feel like my mental health and my physical being, and then it helped me be structured. I felt like even as an adult, like I still incorporate the daily physical activity. Do you guys feel like, because again, a lot of the kids, I didn't, your son, Quinn was like, you play volleyball, you must have been not that good because you ain't professional. And I was like, dang,
Was good.
I didn't play professional, I just played it because I liked it. So do you guys feel, because that's a valid point. Not everybody going to the NBA, not everybody going to the NFL. So like, how do you guys, express that to them? Like, this is something that you can be great at, but you don't necessarily have to make it your life. And what is it like? What do you guys think what is it about sports that make it so much better for a student, athlete, like in school, in life, and relationships? Like, what is it about sports that is so important?
Right. Well, like you said on the last point, it's really the relationships. The camaraderie that you build with your friends, your teammates. Going out for a simple pizza dinner or jumping Sky Zone, things like that, Six Flags. It's really just the bonding and building chemistry with people, understanding that somebody got your back. When you're going out to war, basically, on the court, things like that. Somebody
Yeah.
can call. That I got a couple of guys. They got their own group chat. So they have a group chat. Spamming messages, all that stuff. Probably talking about me and Coach Kareem. How to double me, things like that. But it's just like it's just a group effort. It's always fun when you got somebody else with you. When you're going through some things or some tough times with somebody else. So I really believe
Yeah.
the camaraderie, the friendship.
Friendship, yeah.
I always tell them to have fun. Like the most important
Have
on the
fun.
sport, have fun. When you go into the games, we're gonna jam the music. When you're leaving, even if you lost or won, keep your head up. It's bigger things to come, things like that. You always got school. A lot of kids got band. They tell stories about lunch activities or in the hallways when they was talking about who better, LeBron or Kobe. Things like that. So, like I said, the friendship, relationships, things like that.
Yeah.
That's the main focus.
And obviously, BAM offers so many incredible programs like tutoring, mentorship, sports, career readiness, all the things. So could you guys share which of these programs had the biggest impact so far on your students?
Biggest impact so far, probably would say the mentor. We haven't really. I've been talking to I want to incorporate tech, even maybe some agriculture. So I got the church I partnered with. They already said they help me with the tutoring. A lot of people that go to church are teachers and stuff, so they said they help with some tutoring.
Yeah.
We're gonna start bringing speakers in, talk about their different careers and different things like that. So
I love that.
so that's coming. But right now, I think the mentor, just the mentor,
Yeah.
big brother, big sister thing. Just being a big brother to these young men and just let them know. But we get guys who I'm gonna do this EYBL, this and that. I'm like, hey, if you hurt your knee, wrong way, then that's it. You know what I'm saying? So keep that still. I don't like to say backup plan, but I mean you still want to. School is important, man, because anything happen in basketball. There's a lot of politics. You can get hurt. That's over.
Yeah.
You gotta keep the main thing the main thing. So,
Yeah, absolutely. Do you feel like because of the age group, because you said 5th through 9th grade, is that who you?
5th and 9th grade.
And that's a tricky age range. I feel like because you're kind of you're not yet like this big bad teenager, but you're like not a little kid anymore, and so you're figuring yourself out. And so, do you guys feel like you get a little pushback, or maybe you get some, issues out of some of the fellas, like maybe they don't think that your way is the best way?
Every day.
All the time.
Dang kids.
No more time. There's no more time.
The attitudes, and they both they get a lot of them bigger than me now.
They bigger than us now. Yeah, it's crazy.
Things like that.
Kids. Oh my God. I went to a game in Colombia a few years back, and I just remember, why is this grown man on this court with these little kids? And they was like, 13. I was like, 13. I'm like 6 foot.
It's great. Yeah, it's big. Bigger than us. Like, yeah.
like, what? So yeah, and it's crazy.
So
We got a few.
you got to keep the birth certificates around and things like
Things
that.
like
You and it's crazy because like I get it. We are raising little black boys who are just you know, our bodies are just bigger than most of these kids. And so, what do you tell those kids? What are you telling your boys, honestly? And this is like a real serious question. I feel like I'm not gonna make it that serious, but I hate to make it that serious. But these are black boys, and this current climate that we're living in, is like hyper focused on just hatred. I feel like it's different. And then because our boys are bigger, you know what I'm saying? Our what is it, prototype is just a little bit better or bigger than most people's. Like, how do you tell them like, hey, you can't do some things that other people can do? Like, do y'all
we had that with my man. We had that when our guys almost got a charge on them. That's all I say. You a big African American man. You can't be doing that. You can't be messing with. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you can't?
you can get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? So that, and he was just they was gonna. I don't think she pressed charge. They was talking about pressing charges on him.
Yeah, and it's like, yeah, I do a lot of. I just deep dive into documentaries and stuff, and when I be like watching certain things, I'm like, these people look at us like we are grown when we 12 and 13, for real, and we really have to just prepare our boys because they are the targets, you know.
Yeah, so I always have a quote. I say, like, it's gonna be one day when you're not cute no more.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's like bro. I'm telling you, my son is gonna be about 6'5", and he's already kind of like in that 99th percentile. So when people see him, they're like, "Oh, he's such a big baby." But I'm like, all right, yeah, I like that y'all think he's cute now, but I do have to like, I keep it in the back of my head that one day I am going to like let him know you're 12, but you 6 foot. People gonna mistake you for, you know what I'm saying, something else. And so I think that's important. I like what y'all are doing. But kind of to switch gears a little bit to like the community aspect of it all. So I know you guys give back. You do annual back to school drive. You do food drives. And I know you guys know about, I'm also on the advisory board for the Missouri Health Commission, and SNAP benefits about to be cut off November 1st. You know, so for everybody,
Right.
food drives are specifically, or like food pantries are like stocking up right now. So like, what kind of response have you been seeing from the community with these events, and like, how do you plan to combat maybe the possible effect of what's going on in our current state of our government?
That's a great question. It's a scary time for everybody right now. A lot of people depend on them. The government assistance, and you got the holidays right around the corner, so they saying we don't know when it's gonna get back. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, people, jobs getting cut here, people getting laid off left and right. It's a scary time. And as far as the food drive, I'm glad you about that question. I'm gonna call my connect on Monday and talk about we got any food drives coming up and get that info out there with my pastor, because it's about to get ugly. It's about to get ugly. It's about to get cold. Holidays, so you got robins and stuff like that. So yeah, it's real.
Yeah. Do you guys feel like you've been getting support over the past couple years with the community?
I mean, definitely with our team,
With
our team, and like their immediate family members and stuff like that. But just as a big outreach, not yet, just off the side of our business and how many people got running and things like that. It's only a few of us right now. So, like, intermediate family of the team and things like that, yes. Like giving out food or clothes or things like that. Passing down, like, not hand-me-downs, but, things that you can give to savers or goodwill, things like that. But, like, it's just a mass, like, overall thing, not yet.
Not yet?
Yeah,
So,
no, piggyback. No, I don't want to say this. I want to be negative when I put the pod. We got more help, man. If you have helpers, the church is partnered with us. They took a life. They see the pastors. We got two pastors that's rocking with us. But I just think, man, and like you, I know me and Brianna, we go at about this topic all the time. I just hate that it ain't just about my black brothers too. It's some of my European counterparts as well. But it's just like, bro, just because if everybody can win, it don't gotta be you put me down so you can be bigger or like, come on, bro, like I ain't, these are kids. First of all, we doing something for the kids. First of all, and it just be like and I want to sound negative, Brian. I don't, but it just seems like a lot of people, everybody want to be the big man on campus.
They gatekeepers.
People be being disrespectful. Yeah, gatekeepers. Gatekeeper, everybody, yeah, it's just like, come on, bro, like, we can all win, bro. You don't have to be, put me down so you can be on top of me. I just see that lie, and I'm like, come on, we in a charity business, bro. Why y'all acting like this? We ain't no aggressive profit business. We're not profit, bro. Y'all still acting like some girls. It's upsetting to me. It's upsetting. We stop acting like that, we can have way more resources right now. But everybody want to be stunt on everybody. You got to stunt on a non-profit. It's just sickening. It's sickening. I ain't gonna go negative, but I got to say that.
No, that's a good. I was gonna piggyback off of that because obviously I'm in Kansas City, and I go to a lot of events, and I'm around a lot of different types of people, and every time I talk to somebody that's not from Kansas City, we say that same thing. We be like, man, but I haven't been in St. Louis since I was like 18, and I'm 31. And so I don't know what it's like in St. Louis anymore. But I remember being in St. Louis, and I felt like I remembered it being more collaborative. But you can correct me if I'm wrong. So I'm also in the nonprofit world. And so I'm wondering if is it only in the nonprofit world that we have gatekeepers, or is it across Missouri?
Is it profit and nonprofit? I just think, I guess with women, everybody like women though. Y'all don't have the same. I don't say y'all have. Y'all hustle hard. So I don't want to say the wrong thing. Y'all hustle hard too. Y'all grind as hard too. I just think with man, it's like, if it's a man gatekeeper, it's a jealousy effect. It's like, I really just deal with women, man, because it's like with dudes, it's just jealousy. It's like, come on, bro, like we doing this for the kids, bro. And it's just weird. It's real odd and weird to me. But
I appreciate that perspective because in my shoes, I've actually been gatekeeped by more women than men. And so maybe we just are, more men help more women and more women help more men.
I think that's what it is. I really think that's what it is.
Or, and this is another issue that I'm running across. I've been running across. I've always been the youngest person in my field. I've always been the person of color in my field. I've always been one of the few women in my field. And so even when I was working at the news station, I was one of 3 black women. I was one of maybe 5 women. I was maybe one of 10 black people, and I was one of like 2 young people. So I'm young, I'm black, I'm a woman. And then you throw into other minority traits, and I felt like I was like undermined. I was like kept away from certain information, and even when I met older black women, same deal. It was like a judgment thing. It's like, oh, you about to come take my spot? No. And so I think unfortunately, it's a scarcity mindset. I don't think it necessarily has to do with your culture, your religion, your ethnicity, your gender, your sexual preference. It don't have none. It literally has mindset. It has to do with you believing it's only limited amounts of anything, resources, money, any business, all that for people, versus being like, oh, well, an abundance mindset, which I'm sure you guys are like. I know I am. I'm like, well, if he getting blessed, it's a blessing right around the corner for me. That's how I look at it. Or if I have information, why am I going to make it so impossible for this other person to come up like I did? Like, that's what a mentor is. A mentor is going through the mud, figuring out the lay of the land so they can teach somebody else. So you ain't gotta go. So I definitely agree with everything you're saying, and I'm almost shocked to hear it because I've never heard it from people from St. Louis. I meet so many people from St. Louis here. We just find each other. We be like, "Dang, you from St. Louis? All right, cool." And we click up, and then we be helping each other. But man, I'm like, I don't understand what it is about certain people. I don't want to just say Kansas Cityans or just men or just women or just black people or just nonprofits. I just think it's certain people that really do have a scarcity mindset. So I don't think you're wrong. I just think that you got to find your community, like you said earlier. You got to find a community that wants to help your people, your kids, like their people. I don't know. They got to see the greater good of it all. So And obviously, y'all have a lot of needs. What is it that people here in Kansas City can do to get involved? Like volunteering, donating, partnering with you guys? Like, what can we do here?
We would love to bridge the gap with the city, man. Any any business guys that own a gym, or we love to do some tournaments down there, bring some money down there that way, or you can always donate to our organization. I can put that in the link or however you want to do that. We always take donations.
Yep.
We went out of town. We got invited to EYBL tournament in March. We got a state tournament in March. So we're doing a fundraiser in February. So if somebody want to help out with the fundraiser, that'd be great.
Okay.
Some kids on the team, they need shoes and different things like that. So we want to donate some shoes or something. That'll be great. And we try to get a building. I got my company right now looking for a building for us to open up in September. So anybody know some people we can share a building? Right now, I'm trying to even share a building. I don't have to own it outright or nothing. I'm just trying to get into space. I found the space in so my goal is to have a space like in Pattonville, Normandy, and then the Rinder area. Those are our main 3 areas. I want to focus on the purpose.
Okay. Okay.
I want to be. I want to get a facility in each of those areas, and they have vans.
Okay.
Vans run in and picking them up, dropping them up. After school program. So that's the
Okay.
There you go.
That I love that, and that kind of helps me go to my next question. Like looking ahead into 2026 and kind of further, what's next for B.A.M Academy? Are there any upcoming events, new programs, new goals for the year? Like, what are you guys excited about?
Right now, Coach we're in the middle of the season now, so we got both got hired at Francis House. So we want to shout out to our brother Nate.
Friends out north. Rocking with the Knights now.
With the Knights now. We still run our own organization as well.
Exactly.
And
That's
so right now we in season, so we just focus. This is our first big weekend this weekend. So.
congrats, y'all. That's where our whole family went to school. So, Francis Howe.
But for the future, just like I said, building chemistry with everybody, the families, the kids. Our main goal is to get kids on varsity in high school. So that's it.
Okay.
Public school, private school, just charter school or whatever. Our main goal is to get our players on varsity, get them some looks, get them some tape out there, just for the college coaches to be able to look at them, see what they've been doing, working on skills, traits, and stuff like that. And also, like he said, with the tech, getting them hooked up with computers or learning things or tell them about ranking or what schools they should be going to, what schools they should be applying to.
Trades.
With trades they should be thinking about, if they don't want to go the college route, things like that. So we just getting them prepared for adulthood, really. So.
Yeah, you can't see entrepreneurs that want to come up and I pay for your traveling fee to talk to these young men about different, because trades is booming right now. So college ain't just always. College is good I'm sure if you're trying to be like in the health field or different things like that. But these trades popping too. So I want to tell your brothers, you can get in trades and tech, of course. You got AI property now, so there's so many different innovative things going on. I ain't always on the top of the. I ain't always privy. I'm privy to it, I'm an entrepreneur, but if you in that field, you know more than me. You can come and get back to these young kids. So, any entrepreneurs in St. Louis, Kansas City?
I have something for you. Actually, really, I hosted a community conversation 2 weeks ago with Chase Bank in partnership with Chase Bank, and me and the guy from Chase Bank, we invited about 20 corporate partners and our community partners. And this woman, she literally just left St. Louis, but she came to Kansas City to do the same thing, and now she's in Texas right now, or no, she's in Atlanta, and she said she'll be back in the Midwest, going from St. Louis to Kansas City. But literally, she works with the same age group that you guys work with, and her mission is literally to teach AI, to trans, and to really talk about the advancement of technology, because it's so funny. Like, I think I was talking to mom or something, and she's like, man, these kids just be popping out knowing how to use a computer. I'm like, that's how it's supposed to be. They're supposed to be smarter than us. And these kids are very, very technologically inclined. And I think that it's so important, because not only is AI so prevalent, but we want to make sure that they do have the skills that they need to be able to still have the wherewithal to think for themselves and not just rely on AI, but also to be able to use it for like you said, STEM programs for, just academics or anything like that. And so, yeah, I'm definitely gonna connect you with her because she is also in
Please
St.
do,
Louis
real
too.
talk, please do, yeah.
She is passionate, okay, about youth, about advancement of technology, just about. She was like, the next time I'm in this room, we need to be talking about Bitcoin. I was like,
Right.
all right, so
Yeah.
keeping me on my toes. So I think everything that y'all are doing is great. So you know how Big Brothers Big Sisters allow people to be mentors? Is it just you two, or are you guys also actively looking for other maybe volunteers,
Great question.
male influencers that
Great
can come
question.
help you guys?
Yeah, we like I said with the church, New Beginners Church, the last event, I was telling about what we got going on with the Big Brother Big Sister, and a couple women already volunteered. You know what I'm saying? About I'm trying to get some more men, and we have it. We gonna launch everything. I got a like I said, I got a facility. I got a couple facilities. I'm trying to see if I get my own, but if I got to share, I got to share. But once I get the facility and everything, we about to go ahead and take off with that. Yeah, 'cause right now we just doing it really. But I have everything in place. You know, so I do have everything in place. I'm just trying to get the building.
Yeah, no, and I understand that. So, what can we do? And this is something that we can think about just in general. How can we encourage more black men to really volunteer and to give back? Because, like you said, the black women, the women in general, we're gonna jump to it. I'm on several boards. I be at everything. I'm volunteering tomorrow with this guy that I know who started a nonprofit, and he works with high school age students.
That's what's up.
It just because I want to. And so, what can we do to evoke that in more black men?
I mean,
Chris.
don't want the money. It's really about the money. If we're gonna spend our time, we want some money back in, return. So that's the biggest thing. I think once they either have to just love to do it, it's really for the love
Really
of it.
love.
If you don't got that, it's nothing at all. So it's really just the love and want to give back. I mean, if you see yourself in a kid, or you see yourself in your son, or you want to be better, you want to be a better man, things like that, that's going to get you to do it. But if you don't have none of those traits, it's kind of hard to get in the field as a young man or older man, you know.
Do you think that that's something that can be taught to the new generation?
Oh yeah, my devil.
You think you can talk?
I agree with Juan though. You gotta want to. You gotta have it. You gotta want to do it because there ain't no money. Not initially. Not initially. It took us. We finally went corporate this year, and that was a 3-year grind with us putting at least $10,000 plus into this. So you talk about putting money that people run. Nobody want to put no money up. So it got to be in you. You got to have a little bit of entrepreneur spirit, a little bit of that sovereign spirit, the independent spirit to really want to get back and really. You got to be a leader. You got to be like a natural leader. I think it can be taught. And of course, the younger the better. Once they turn 25, you might well forget about it. But the younger generation, we can't teach them how to be want to get. I think, and that's something I'm learning through this whole experience. I was telling my son, quit. I'm like, hey man, still gotta get back. We have church events. We're gonna go back, donate to the church, help out with the church, help out with the communities. So I'm through this whole process with by any means, my mindset has changed as well. Like giving back is giving back cool to me. I like going helping all this stuff. It's cool to me. You know what I'm saying? I like giving back. I think we need to put more.
Seeing you do it is gonna make him want to do it.
Exactly. Yeah. So I brought them to the school drive with me. They was handing out book bags and stuff and everything, and hand out cans of food and different things like that. So yeah, I think you can't be taught to the younger generation, but once you turn 25, like Juan say, they want that money, man. That's been our experience.
Yeah,
I can't speak for
everybody else.
And I done been around professional, man, and it ain't just you think, oh well, what kind of people you meet? It's been professional. It's really a character thing, you know what I'm saying? You gotta really ain't gonna be no money right away, but if I stay down, it really ain't. What you gonna find out, Brianna, it ain't about the money. Once you start loving her, I mean, of course you want the money to run an organization, but it's like I love what I do. I really do. I really do.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I want to know what can we do to get more male mentorship because, like, I don't even care about the money aspect. I care about another little person seeing what I do and being like enamored by it and be like, you know what, that's possible for me. Like, I don't have to have a bunch of kids and live in poverty. I can actually go to school and get my master's degree and become a doctor or whatever. And I think that it sucks that if that is the reason that a lot of men don't want to give back, that really is tragic. It's like that you want to see a little boy that look like you, like because that's what everybody you needed that growing up. You know what I mean? And now you get to pay it forward, and I think that's really all it is, honestly. So if we could teach the next generation, I think that's probably our best bet. Because yeah, once you pass 25, you really don't care about nothing else but yourself. So finally, what message would you guys like to leave our audience with, especially those who care about empowering the next generation of leaders?
I have to say to my young leaders, man. If it's easy, don't run to easy. Don't run to easy. Easy ain't always good. Don't run for that shortcut. Don't run for that instant gratification. Through the hard times, you gotta just keep going. There's gonna be some dark nights. Keep working, keep going, and things will get better. And have intentionality with your game plan. Have a plan. That's one thing. First, any young man have a purpose in the plan. And of course, if you're young, it's gonna change. But if you got a plan, it's hard. If you have a plan, I learned so much through this whole process. If you have a plan, it's hard to get some. If you got a plan and a purpose, it's hard to get you off of that. No matter whatever it is, you're gonna be like, I gotta get this done. You know what I'm saying? So just have a plan and a purpose. Keep going, keep working, and don't fall in love with instant gratification.
Yeah, yeah. What about you, Coach Wiley?
Like I'm big on quotes, phrases, things like that. So, like one of my biggest ones, I always say to the guys, they look at me crazy. I ask them, are you a man or a mouse? So which means like, are you gonna stand up for yourself? Are you gonna stand up for the people that you with? Are you gonna be able to achieve the goal that you looking for, aiming for? Things like that. Because as we know, mouse scurry away when it's pressure. Real men stand up when it's time to do the right thing. So that's my message to the guys. Be there for your parents, be there for your mom, be there for your friends. Be there for your schooling, be there to learn. Just be there, be in the presence. Understand, like, hey, the world don't owe you nothing, so you got to make do with what you got. So, big fact.
I love that. I'm currently trying to write a letter to my son to prepare him for the world. I'm gonna steal what both of y'all just said and pretend like I said it, and yeah, I'm gonna put it my letter to him. Well, I appreciate
He's like, I'm a man.
yeah, you a man. I'm gonna send him down to y'all. Don't worry. Nah.
Right.
Well, Kareem, Coach Wiley, I really appreciate you guys for sharing your story and sharing the work that you guys are doing because it's definitely life changing. So I appreciate all that y'all are doing for those young men. I wish y'all had a chapter down here. Maybe y'all can go global or national.
That's the next goal.
That's the next goal.
You know,
We definitely will do some city tournaments soon.
So, yeah.
It would definitely be down there soon. So.
come down here and get y'all butt whooped, I'm just playing. And thank you to everybody listening. Like, if you want to learn more about By Any Means Academy or just support St. Louis Hoyas and Kareem and Coach Wiley, I'll drop the links in the show notes so you can stay connected and possibly donate. Yes. So, thank you so much for tuning in to this week's Feel Good Friday. If you love this episode, share it with a friend, leave a review. What is your guys' social media handles? I know Kareem, yours is Coach Kareem, right?
Yeah, Moon Bay 7. Moon Bay 7. And Wiley got the Hoyas.
And then I got STL Hoyas, STLHOYAS Hoyas on Instagram. You can check us out there. Got some videos, pictures of the guys doing their thing.
Yep, I follow both pages. So, and of course, you can follow Blocker Real Estate on Instagram and the KC Connector on YouTube, which is where this video will be aired. Until next time, stay connected, stay kind, keep making the city feel like home, and have a great day on purpose. Thank you, guys.
They see, we here, baby.